So cheers.
Thank you. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers to Margot.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for being here. This is, kind of new for me. I don't navigate Zoom on Facebook and all these different platforms all the time. But when we were thinking about, doing a launch for this business, it's really interesting because we're launching in a time where everybody's stuck at home. So we decided that it would be really neat to do a virtual grand opening. And I'm really humbled and happy to have such great people on board with us, and just to be in business with many of you who are on this call right now. I've either done business with or interacted with in some capacity. So I am truly grateful to have you here and for you to join us for this this launch. So I do have to ask, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Do you see champagne glasses toasting?
I see Jennifer Cox.
Yeah. I love you, Jen, but hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. Give me just a second, because we've got a nice little presentation to go with this. All right, how about now?
There we go.
There.
Yay! Okay. All right, so I'm going to start out and tell you a little bit about who we are, and then I am going to ask my partners to come in and share a little bit with you about their businesses and the locations that they work. So for us, International Coastal Properties is something that I have thought about for a long time. We are under the umbrella of Keller Williams. So this is not a separate brokerage. I'm not branching off and leaving Keller Williams or anything like that. What it allows me to do is I'm a real estate agent in South Carolina, North Carolina, and Jamaica. And so it allows me to merge these businesses and the knowledge that I have in each local market to be able to serve more people and ultimately do what I love, which is helping buyers and sellers. Okay, so our vision, and I think if y'all can bear with me, I have people that are wanting to get on here, and I want to make sure that I let them in, if I can figure this out. Okay, sorry about that. So our vision is, it's kind of a unique one in the sense that, we are in multiple locations. So International Coastal Properties has the capacity, somebody's gonna have to mute themselves, has the capacity to go anywhere. And yet ultimately it came down to wanting to be able to be a connection to the coast for our clients, and also to be able to partner with a nonprofit that I'll tell you about in just a second. So our partners are located in Charleston, South Carolina, down in Jamaica and the Caribbean. And currently I'm servicing our real estate business in coastal North Carolina and also in the PD region of South Carolina. And that's really exciting for me. I do have a partner that will probably be coming on board to work with us in the PD in a referral capacity. So if you have buyers or sellers in any of these markets, or if you yourself are looking to buy or sell property in any of these markets, give us a call. All right, I'm gonna get the hang of this. So the why behind this business, I have a nonprofit that I started called 143, and that's what you see on the screen here. 143 stands for the 143 million orphans that live globally. And I've been really passionate about this for a large majority of my life, and just recently kind of brought this nonprofit together. So what we're able to do is, for every sale that we have in any of our locations, I donate 5% of my commission back to one of the children's homes that you see on this screen. So for my sales in North Carolina, it goes to the Kennedy Home, which is located in Kinston, North Carolina. In Charleston, the donation goes to the Jenkins Institute, which is a longstanding children's home there. In Florence, it's the East Florence Mission, which is not exactly a children's home, but it's something very close to my heart. And then in Jamaica, it's Maxfield Park Children's Home. So this is the most exciting part of the business for me because it gives me the capacity to give back in a way that's super meaningful. So with that in mind, I'm going to introduce you to my partners in Charleston, South Carolina, Virginia Landon, and down in Jamaica, Paul Morrison. So Virginia, take it away. I think you might be on mute.
She's muted.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
It's just so great to be here with you all today, virtually. Glad everybody's doing well. And Margot, I'm so excited for this opportunity, and I cannot wait to give back to the local institute. I'm just so thrilled about that. And I want to get more involved with our community, and I think that's just a great way to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
So tell us about the real estate market in Charleston. What's going on?
Yeah, so I looked at the data a little bit this week, and according to CTAR, the Charleston China Association of Realtors, year to date, we have 4,145 homes have closed at a median price of $289,595. But at this point last year, there was 3,778 homes that had sold at a median price of $270. So sales are up 10% and median prices have increased by 7%. So that's good news for us. I checked today, and at the MLS we have 70 new listings, 86 go under contract, and 65 closed. So compared to last year, we have more under contract and closed from last year.
Yeah. So homes are still selling in Charleston.
Yeah. I mean, we have a very, very active buyer count, and with the low interest rates, the buyers are, they have a lot of incentives to buy. And I'm hoping and confident that once the quarantine is lifted, we'll have more of a surge in the listings.
Mm-hmm. So what areas do you focus in, Virginia, if you could just share that with everybody?
So I serve the Charleston and Tri-County area. The primary business that I've served so far is Mount Pleasant, James Island, downtown, Isle of Palms, that sort of thing. But I work all over Charleston area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, awesome. Well, we're really excited to have you on board. So any business that we get in Charleston, Virginia and I work on it together. And I am really excited that she can be a part of it.
Yeah, I'm really excited too.
Awesome. So I just realized that I did not go live on Facebook when I was supposed to. So that's why I need someone to help me with this all the time. Let me make sure I do that. And okay, partner Paul. Paul, are you on? Paul here? Paul is not here. Well, I will tell you about Paul. So Paul is our partner in Jamaica. As I mentioned, I'm actually a licensed realtor on the island of Jamaica, and I'm going to have to mute everybody here. I'm a licensed realtor on the island. It's Rory. Who is this? Okay, Paul's here. So Paul, we're just talking about you. I was sharing who you are with everybody that's here. Paul is a great colleague of mine, and what being in partnership with Paul allows me to do is actually focus on the business from a higher level while he is on the ground working with us. So if we get a referral for Jamaica, whether it be a buyer, a seller, an investor, I will be working closely with Paul to get the deal done. But he will be boots on the ground. So he shows property there for us. He goes on listing appointments for us, and he takes care of our clients on the island. So Paul, are you on? If you are, I cannot hear you. You might be muted. fun. Okay, well, that's Paul. So everybody knows who Paul is now. All right, let's move on to Graham. So Graham is our guest here. Graham is actually a realtor in the Turks and Caicos. So Graham, we're excited to have you. Thanks for being here.
No problem. I just unmuted myself. Just let me know that you can still hear me. No problem.
Yep, gotcha.
Yeah, great.
Cool.
Well, I think we're a pretty well-known destination, but there's still lots of people who say, you know, Turks and what when we tell them where we are. So I don't know if all of you are familiar with Turks and Caicos. If you can imagine a map in your mind of the Caribbean, you know where Florida is, tracing your finger down the Bahamian Islands. If you come to the end of them, we'd be the next chain of islands directly south of them. So that's where the Turks and Caicos Islands are. I say islands plural, but really when most people come here, they're going to one island, Providenciales, or Provo as we call it. So most of the people that will talk to you about coming here, what they're really talking about is that particular island. Now we do have a cruise port in Grand Turk, but not too many people know that island as well as the Providenciales. So that's where I'm located right now, and I wish I wasn't in lockdown and have to show you what's behind me on the golf course. I wish I was on the beach because I mean, I'm obviously a little bit biased, but we've probably got the most beautiful beach in the world. The water is incredible. I wish I could turn the camera around and show you that site, but we're in lockdown just like the rest of you. And unfortunately, we can't even go to the beach. So for now, I can't show you that beautiful site, but if you do come down yourselves, I'm happy to meet with you and show you. And obviously, if you've got some potential purchasers, we'd love to show them what we got to offer here.
Awesome.
If you'd like, I can tell you very quickly about what that actually means.
Yeah,
most people who come down are looking for one of three things: land, condo, or a villa. And when I say condo, all the hotels are actually condominiums. You can buy the hotel room. So it's one of those three sorts of properties that we're selling to people.
Awesome. And how easy is it, Graham, for an
Super easy.
American citizen?
Yeah,
to
very, very, very,
buy
very
property?
easy. We have no need for title insurance down here. The title, the deed to the property is backed by the government, by the crown. So in terms of just sort of a comfort level about buying in a foreign country, I think there's a high degree of confidence when people purchase down here. We are not an independent country. We're a protectorate. We're a British protectorate. So I think that also brings a lot of confidence to a buyer, knowing that they're following British law, and gives them a measure of confidence when they're buying here. And that's really an important thing. This is someone buying a property in a foreign country. We need to make sure that that process is as comfortable for them and as easy to understand as possible. And so I think most purchasers here would tell you it's incredibly simple to purchase here. I've actually sold property to people who have never come to the island. Not all the time, but we can do everything for somebody. They don't need to be here on island to close a transaction.
Right, right. Has anyone on this call been to Turks and Caicos yet?
Bobby has.
Oh,
Bobby
good
has-
for him.
Yep. He loved it.
Well done, Bobby.
Does
The only
anybody-
one. The only one. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I know. Does anybody have interest in buying property in the Caribbean overall, whether it's Turks or another destination?
He's got his hand up, I see. Good man.
Who is
Yeah.
that?
But look at that. The one person who's been there wants to purchase. That should tell you something.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here, Graham. So Graham is actually a referral partner of ours in Turks and Caicos. If you're wondering what that means for us, we have featured or will be featuring Graham's listings on our website, internationalcoastalproperties.com. So if you are looking for Caribbean property and you're considering Turks and Caicos, take a look at the listings that Graham has.
Graham,
Thanks for
did
that.
you say what the average sale price was down there?
I beg your pardon?
What was the average sale price?
There's really a huge range because we're offering vacant land that could be right on the beach, where frankly it's very difficult to find. So you'd be spending $1 million plus for a vacant residential plot, or
Right.
something back off the beach might cost you 150. So it's hard for me to give you just an average price for land because there's such diversity in what that actually means.
Do you
I
find-
would suggest we're probably a little bit more of an expensive island just because of the clientele we cater to. It's a more upscale island. So I would say we're probably a little bit higher than most people would expect, but I think that's because we're offering something pretty special.
Nice.
Great. Yeah, that's great. Paul, I saw that you just hopped on here. I already introduced you, but if you want to say hello and wave at everyone, might have to take
Hi,
a
everyone.
mute. Hi.
Sorry, I'm late. I don't know why I was thinking we were an hour behind, but that's fine.
Oh, well, you're on Central Time, so you probably got mixed up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, well, I shared with everyone that all of their needs in Jamaica, you're here to help. Give us a 1-minute overview of what the real estate market is doing in Jamaica.
So the real estate market is really quite exciting and dynamic right now, particularly within the last month. One would think that in light of what's been happening in the world, that we would be negatively impacted. But it's had very mixed responses in terms of the levels of interest that is in the island. You'll find that persons who have already purchased, or as Graham was saying, if you've been here, it's basically the same thing. And you'll find that a lot of winter residents are now recommending their friends and their associates, their network, to be here in Jamaica, should the need arise. I wanted to have done a very comparative market analysis to have shown you what was, the new listings that were up and about, but I wasn't able to get access to that. But I'd be more than happy to share this with the team within the next day or so, if anyone is interested.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, Jennifer Cox says, I want to buy in Jamaica. Amanda says, she loves your accent, Paul.
Well, thank you so much.
And Jamaica. Yeah, so Paul lives in Kingston. I am really excited to be partnered with him. We've already put a couple of clients under contract together, and we're working very nicely together. So thank you, Paul. Rory Marsh is on here as well. Rory Marsh is our OP on the island of Jamaica for Keller Williams. And Rory, I don't know if you can hear us, if you want to just say a quick hello. Thank you for being on the call.
Hi, Margot. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, Rory.
Yeah, so this is very exciting. Coastal properties is also, that's one of my passions, and I'm very excited that Margot and her team are going ahead with this. Jamaica, like some of the other islands, we do have some fantastic coastal properties, so I think there will be some great success. So I encourage you all to work closely with Margot and Paul, and we look forward to helping in any way we can.
Thank you, Rory. Thanks so much. Okay, so next, before we hop on to our vendor affiliates that have been so gracious to be on this with us, I just wanted to share with all of you, so the name of our website is internationalcoastalproperties.com. It's still a little bit under construction, simply because, let me pull this up for you. Simply because we're adding some different IDXs and listings to the site. However, within a couple of weeks, it'll be rocking and rolling. And the idea is that you can come to internationalcoastalproperties.com, and whether we can help you directly in one of our service market areas, or we can send you to someone like Graham down in Turks and Caicos, or some of our other partners in the Caribbean. This is your one-stop shop for anything coastal, whether it be in the Carolinas or the Caribbean. So we are your connection to the coast, and we're excited to be able to provide that for you. Okay, so I've got some special guests on this call with us before we wrap up. I wanted to highlight 3 people. Number one is Holly Wagner, who works with Fairway Mortgage down in Charleston. We have worked together in the past, and I'm really excited to partner with her. Wally Simpson, who just opened his own brokerage in North Carolina, Trust Mortgage, and Yolande Mulling. So Holly, if you want to just give us a little hello and a snapshot of what your business is doing down in Charleston.
Sure. Hey, folks. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for having me on here, Margot. Really excited for this new company that you've started within Keller and to be a partner with you. I'm with Fairway Independent Mortgage, and I've been with them since 2017. We're located in all 50 states, and we do just about any type of loan that you need, conventional FHA, VA. The only types we don't do is raw land. We don't lend off of raw land, and then construction loans. So our company has been around since '95. Great company to work for. We are still doing a ton of loans given the recent pandemic. Just a few stats I pulled from actually our president shares every morning with us. And just yesterday, we funded 1,125 loans.
Wow.
And we did 334 million yesterday just in loan fundings. So very strong company. We can do purchase closings under 30 days. And, so for North Carolina people, if you need a referral up there, I'm only licensed in South Carolina. So I can help the South Carolina, the state, anywhere in the state. And then I can make referrals out to other states.
Awesome. Thanks, Holly. How's Charleston? Do you love
It's
living
great.
in Charleston?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. And y'all come up to Wilmington a lot too, or you said y'all come like a couple times a year, right?
Yeah, we do. We like to get up there for the Carolina Cup, that paddle race that they have there in Wrightsville Beach, and we stay at the Blockade Runner.
Does anybody else do that? Wilmington?
Yeah, we do it with some friends. My son does the kids race. And then there's like 3 different races that they do. There's a 3-mile, a 6-mile, and then the graveyard is a 13-mile. So do the
I don't know if
recreational.
anybody else on this call does it. I see Amanda. Do y'all do it?
Go to the blockade runner or do the race? We love the blockade runner. We haven't done the race yet.
Both, either or. I love the blockade runner too.
Though.
We'll sit and watch you and wave.
Thanks.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks, Holly. We're excited to partner with you and Virginia down in Charleston. Mr. Raleigh Simpson, thanks for being on.
Hey, thank you guys. And Margot, congrats again on getting everything up and running here, and appreciate you guys having me on. Yeah, I've been actually a lender here in the Wilmington area for 17 years now, and lots of companies through the years. And I was actually a branch manager with Movement Mortgage here in town for about 3 years, and been with another brokerage company for the last 2 years. And my new company, Trust Mortgage, actually just got this thing up and running on March the 11th. Got my approval from the state of North Carolina, soon to be South Carolina, and I just been at retail lenders for years and years, and I like the brokerage side a lot because it gives me a lot of options, especially right now. I'm sure Holly sees it all the time. I mean, guidelines are changing daily, and I mean, rates are all over the place, and I mean, programs are coming and going, and I mean, every other day. So it's just a constant change going on right now in our industry. But I mean, everybody's still lending, lots of refinances, lots of purchases still going on. So it's out there. Rates are still historically low and fantastic right now. But, one thing I've noticed is that it seems a lot of programs have been going away. A lot of companies have stopped their renovation loans and construction loans and different things like that. Whereas, I'm actually trying to shop around. I probably got about 15 lenders right now that I'm signed up with and doing loans with. And the good thing about that is that when one company stops doing certain things, we usually have somebody else that can pick that up. So we're not really missing out on a lot of options right now. Really strong renovation company that we just picked up yesterday. And I actually had 2 or 3 calls on that in the last week. So it's nice to have the options. But, we're just ready to get going, and hopefully, we'll come out of this thing here on the other side in the next few weeks, and everybody get back to normal and be busy. And I'm excited to kind of be here to help any way I can to get things up and off the ground here for you.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks, Wally. We're excited
Absolutely.
to do business with you here in North Carolina and see all the fun stuff that you put on Facebook.
We'll see what happens today.
What was the one yesterday? That was good. There was a beer belly or something involved. I don't know.
I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. I can't remember. That was yesterday. Okay. It's today's a new day.
So thank you. We appreciate you being here. Yolande Mullings I have her featured. She's my, Paul and I, our go-to conveyancing attorney in Jamaica. I've done a lot of deals with Yolande. She's fabulous. I love her. I think the world of her. Fortunately, she can't be on, but I did want to give her a shout and just say that she's one of our preferred partners down there, and I'm excited to continue to work with her. Finally, as we wrap up, thank you all for staying on a little bit over time. I know we're taking more time than we expected. I do have 2 other people. So I have Matt Carroll on here. Matt is the team leader in Columbia, South Carolina for Keller Williams. I've actually just recently joined his office for my South Carolina license so that we can service more than one MLS. So Matt, I just wanted to give you a minute to say hello and just, give a plug for KW Palmetto and what y'all are doing in the area.
Sure, I appreciate it. It's nice to see everybody, meet everybody. Yeah, we are a relatively new office in Columbia. We're in downtown Columbia, but we took the name Keller Williams Palmetto because there's a need for Keller Williams in our entire, what we call the Midlands of South Carolina and the PD region. And so we have a lot of offices around the edges of the state. So up by Charlotte and up by Greenville and down at the coast and over Myrtle Beach and Hilton Head. But the middle of the state isn't being serviced. There's a gap between there and Columbia. So, our goal and our plan, we have, Margot is a partner of ours in Florence now, or an agent of ours in Florence. We have a new agent we just brought on in Sumter. We are opening a small office in Orangeburg. And so that entire middle of the state is what we're looking to grow to, as well as obviously doing a lot of business in Columbia. So if you have any need for an agent in those areas, we're happy to help in whatever way we can.
Yeah.
I appreciate you having me on, Margot.
Cool. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate you being here. And then, so Matt is my team leader there. Got Rory Marsh down in Jamaica and the fabulous Amanda Price in Wilmington in North Carolina. So I'm just so appreciative to be in business with all of you and to continue to grow together. The final person that I have on here that I wanted you to hear from is actually the director for the children's home that we work with, or that we'll be working with in North Carolina, the Kennedy home. So Chris, are you here? Can you share with us a little bit about what you guys do at the Kennedy home and, how others on this call could support or donate right now?
Sure, I'd be happy to. First of all, thanks for having me. What an exciting time, great day. So yeah, I'm the director over at Kennedy Home, which is in Kinston. We're about halfway between Raleigh and Emerald Isle. And we are a children's home, and we've been around since 1914. So we've been here for 106 years. And over the course of those 106 years, we've kind of morphed as a traditional orphanage and have added on our services over the course of time. We have a little over 1,000 acres where we have about 25 buildings where we serve kids who have come into custody of the Department of Social Services or other means and kind of give them a refuge from their circumstances. We also do a number of other things. So we provide foster care as well throughout the entire state. We have some programs for single mothers who are homeless who can come live here and spend some time getting back on their feet, and some other odds and ends that we do too. But all told, at any given time, we serve about 75 kids who can't be in their homes. And they're here anywhere from a week to 10 years and give them a chance to grow up and be kids. And so that's kind of us in a nutshell. In terms of getting plugged in and getting involved, is we're always looking for people to come out and visit with our kids and spend time with them. It's a little bit difficult in the season that we're in with the stay at home and whatnot, but other ways to get plugged in or to write letters and things like that. We usually have a huge food drive in April, and we're not doing that. So we have a big food pantry on our campus, and it's drying up quickly. So we need help with dry goods and gift cards to grocery stores and things like that. And so those are just some of the ways to support us and get involved. And we're excited about this partnership and this support and looking forward to what comes.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. So if y'all have again, this is the Kennedy home in Kinston, North Carolina. So if you have any, you said dry goods or gift cards, is that what you said?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so dry goods, gift cards, anything that you can send. If you I'll send out their address after this, but if you look them up online, it's the Kennedy home, and they can just send it directly to the address on file.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really excited to have Chris on here. Obviously it's a little bit of a challenging time for directors at children's homes to take time like this, especially on such short notice. So thank you, Chris. And it just means a lot to know that, you know, we can tie these two things together. So we can tie a for-profit business into nonprofit, and I'm just really excited to be a part of that.
Well,
So,
thank you.
yeah, well, with that in mind, that's all I've got for y'all. I think I have a closing slide here. Here it is. But yeah, I just thank you all so much for being here. Again, if we can help you, or if you have a client that needs assistance in Eastern North Carolina, in coastal South Carolina, or down in the Caribbean, give me a call, give us a call, send me a message on Facebook. We're here to help you. We have the infrastructure to help you. And we're just so excited to launch this business. So thank you for being a part of this.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much, Margot. Thank you.
Congratulations,
Thank
Margot.
Yeah.
Yay.
Cheers.
All right.
Congratulations.
See y'all later. Bye.
Alrighty.